everybody, today we have a video for you if you want to learn how to do your own curls at home. We do get a lot of comments from clients saying that like, oh, I wish I would know how to do my curls by myself at home. So this is a couple of tricks and tips from us on how to do it. Before we start curling our hair, so we need to make sure our hair is dry. Then we need to have a couple things on your hand. So first of all, you need to have heat protection. It's very important to use heat protection before you use any kind of heat on your hair. So we're using today hair culture heat protection. So this is a serum heat protection, which is very good because it doesn't make your hair wet all over again after you dried it. Then you need to have a couple of clips like always, and obviously something to curl your hair with. Today we're using a Dyson straightener, but we're gonna use it as a curler. So step one, it would be to apply heat protection. Just a couple of drops. Oh, that's a new bottle. Okay, couple of drops of the hair culture heat protection. Rub it between your palms and then just apply on your hair, avoiding the roots as always. Avoid the roots, but just apply in the areas you're gonna apply heat on. So after you've done that, then we will need to turn on your curling device. So when I turn on the straightener, I always, if you have a temperature control on your straightener, make sure it's not higher than 100. Just because over 200 is way too hot for your hair. So anything under the 200 degrees is absolutely fine. Okay, and while that's heating up, we're gonna just section your hair. So sections, best way to do is to have 3 sections. So that's the top section of your hair. You just section that off with the clip. Then you have another section of your hair. So that's the middle section. Same thing, section off with the clip. And then you have the bottom section, which we move forward. I just divided my hair in the back in 2 halves and moved it forward. When it comes to sectioning, don't worry, it doesn't need to be super clean, super clear. It's not about that. It's about the curls onto your hair. And actually it gives even better result when you have it not super clear sections, just because it gives a bit more dimension in your hair. So you take a section and you just curl it backwards. Don't do too small of a sections unless you want your hair to be very, very curly. And when the curl is out, and just twist it back and leave it to cool off. It's very important to leave your hair to cool off because hair sets in the shape you did it while it's cooling off. Same thing like this. And leave it to cool off. Another side. Same way. You see like all my bottom section is actually 4 big curls. That's all you need to do. In my personal experience, when I do my hair on my own, I noticed if my hair is like kind of a medium length, it's the easiest way to do the curls with the medium length hair. With the longer hair, it's a bit more tricky because you need to twist the hair straightener a bit more. And again, it's easier to do it with the straightener rather than the, like how we call it, like a carrot curler, because you need to like twist it around, you have your fingers next to the heat. This is way easier. I always advise to use a straightener for curling on yourself at home. So next section, take it out, divide it into 2, and I start with my back hair just because I don't want to lose those hair and I don't want to miss any hair in the back that wouldn't be curled. And same way, away from the face, and I actually have quite a good tension when I'm doing it, just because it gives you a smoother curl. And leave it same way. You can do it this way as well if you wanted more of an open result around your face. Just away from the face and let it be. Same way, I'm just checking if there is no hair left in the back. 2 sections. Under, like this. And you see how I'm pulling the hair out, and then by the very end I'm moving it down a little bit. This is the tips and tricks you can learn after you kind of like nail the actual curl. This gives you a bit nicer straight end rather than just curled up under. As well, very important to make sure your hair is brushed. If you feel like your fingers can go smoothly through the hair, brush it before you apply the heat. Otherwise, if your hair is not brushed, it can burn your hair and give it like a crispy result. You see how I'm moving? Like you see the tension here, and just keeping it quite tight and moving it away. So you see the front curls, because I moved them back, just put this over here, move them back, so it gives me this kind of open result away from my face. It kind of opens up your whole face. Now the top section, the way I do it, I still divide it into two kind of even sections, moving this forward, keeping my head down so that it wouldn't fall back, and I'm twisting that side like this just to hold it on so I wouldn't lose the hair in the back. Same way, I can feel this hair needs a brush, brushing it through, making sure it's all nice and smooth. Now this is gonna be three sections. I'm doing a little bit smaller curls. Same way, underneath, tension and down. And you see, if you will look at my straightener, I only twist it once. I don't twist it more than once. Same way, and there you see, one time only around, and I'm going keeping the tension and down like this. And this section, I'm moving my fringe. I will tell you later about the fringe area, and away from my face, because I want this front curls to open up my face a bit more. Like this, let it cool off. If you see like a little strands like this, just give them a quick twist. Like this. Now this section, same way, I can feel it needs a good brush. Again. So this is gonna be four sections, because I can see all this hair is actually gonna fall in the back. So I take it out, put it out, and doing it double because this is a bit more hair, a bit thicker section. And down, let it fall, twist it around, let it cool off. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, it's not gonna happen in a first go straight away. Sometimes it needs a little bit more practice, but with practice you can do it. Just make sure you put this heat protection on your hair when you do it. Before I dry my hair, when it's wet, I put on spray on heat protection, so that's protecting from the hair dryer's heat. Once it's dry, and if I want to curl it or straighten it, it's very important to put another layer of heat protection. And my advice would be to use serum heat protection, because it doesn't wet your hair again, so you don't need to wait for it to dry again. It's a very good way to protect your hair from the heat. And obviously you need to have a good straightener, good curler, just to make sure that the plates are good and good quality, so it has extra heat protection all over around here. It's very important to invest in a good one. Okay, now we have, for ladies who have fringes, it's a tricky bit because you can curl it a bit too much and it just doesn't look good. You look like, you know, from, I don't know, Victorian time. So you need to kind of like, when you twist it away from your face always, and just like this, a little bit. And then you can adjust it later on. Again, always away from your face. This side of my head has a bit more of a fringe because I part my hair a little bit more on the side, so I'll divide it in two, like this, and quick one, like this, and quick one. Okay, so now again, we need a break from this. Put on, like, let's say your makeup or anything, let it cool off. It's very important to let your curls to cool off in this kind of position, and then you can shake them, you can brush them, you can put a little bit of serum in them, you can put anything like sprays, but I will show you that in a minute. Alright, so now once your curls cooled off, so one of the ways you can break your curls is with your fingers. Just go through them and kind of adjust them if you need to. So that's gonna give you a bit more still like a curlier result. Like this, just break it up, shake it, and there you go. You're ready for the day if you want it a bit more curly. Myself, personally, I prefer my curls a little bit looser, more like a wave in my hair. So what I do, I just brush it from the ends up. Brush it through, kind of twist it around to see how my fringe is sitting. You see now I have a bit of a looser wave rather than the curly hair. Same way here. Just brush it through, let it fall nicely. Now, another question is, what do I put inside on my hair once I have the curls done? Because I made all this effort to curling my hair, so I don't want to make it not look great. So one of the options are, same way, just some serum. So just not a lot. You see, little drop of the serum on your fingertips. And you brush through, avoiding the roots. That's very important. The only thing is, when you do the serum, sometimes your curls go back to being a little bit more curly. So same way, just brush it through. You want to see a bit more kind of different result. Now, if you want, especially like when it's kind of like humid outside and you want your curls to last all day, so best way to spray it is obviously a hairspray, or as well we have a very good dry texturizer. So that one gives you a bit more texture and it protects your hair from humidity, does not make it sticky. Dry texturizer is very, very popular in our salon and everybody loves it. Basically, like probably, I don't know, 99% of the hairstyles when we're finishing up in the salon, we use dry texturizer to finish up and give the hair a bit more texture that lasts longer. So yeah, if you look at my back, I have some curls as well in the back. And this is a very good way to do a quick curly hair in the morning if you want to look a little bit more different today. I hope that helps. I hope that it gives you an inspiration to do a little bit something different with your hair in this 2024. I wish you all a very happy and prosperous new year, and I wish you that you will complete all your projects you have, and if it's one of them is like how to learn to do your hair curly, so there it is, a tip how to do your hair curly. Bye!